Crypto is being discussed more than ever by institutions and Congress, and people need to be paying attention. We have Blackrock, we have Fidelity, some of the largest players in the space getting involved with cryptocurrencies and tokenization, and I think we need to be focusing on that. If you enjoy this content, do me a favor and hit the like button, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll become a subscriber. And so let's go ahead and jump right into it here. Let's take a look at the chart for Bitcoin. We can see this is currently trading just above $85,000. However, if we look at the higher time frame here, we can see this is still holding the trend line from back in September of 2023. And so we can see we had this cup and handle pattern here. We did break to the upside, and that's when we went up to about $110,000 per Bitcoin, and we are consolidating here. And I think this is very good for the cryptocurrency market. Right, we are starting to cool off. However, I think there's a lot of building still taking place that is going to be very bullish moving forward. And so this is definitely something to be paying attention to. We also have the 200-day moving average here as well, which we are just under. And so once we do break to the upside of that there, I think we will continue with more upside for Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency market. And so before we jump into the news about Blackrock and Fidelity, I'd like to talk about BTCC. This is an exchange that I personally use. They do have a promotion going on right now where you can earn a 10% bonus on first-time deposits. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this from Blackrock here. Their BUIDL fund, which is focusing on tokenization of treasuries, just hit a total asset value of just under $1.5 billion. And so we can see here they are seeing a massive spike here in their funds, right? Just in the last 30 days, they're up 128%. So there is starting to become a focus on tokenization. And so this is built on the Ethereum network. We can see we just had a massive spike on that over the last couple of weeks. And then we also have Fidelity getting involved. And so I mentioned this back in August of 2024, that slowly and then suddenly. And so BlackRock was the first one to jump on board with tokenization of assets. And then we have the head of digital assets mentioning that, like just about every other major financial firm working with crypto, tokenization is the next step. They are not just looking whether an asset can be represented on chain, but whether it should be represented on chain. And so there is a focus on bringing tokenized assets on chain. And so Fidelity has just announced that they're making this move. Fidelity files for on-chain US Treasury Fund, joining the asset tokenization race. And so right now, the tokenized money market fund has grown sixfold in the past year, up to $4.8 billion, with BlackRock accounting for $1.5 billion of that. Now we're having Fidelity join the race. Right, as they mentioned, we're going to see every other financial institution do the exact same thing. Now BlackRock led the way. Fidelity's jumping on board. We're going to see more people tokenizing assets. This is going to be the focus moving forward. Now let's take a look at the ONDO summit here. ONDO is focusing on tokenization of assets. They mentioned Wall Street 2.0. And so if we take a look at their event just about a month ago, we had Fidelity attending this event. We had BlackRock also attending the event, right? Showing that they are focusing on tokenized assets. We had Chainlink involved here as well. And then we also had David Schwartz here from Ripple. And so I think Ripple, Chainlink, and ONDO are all focusing on tokenization. These are the three to be paying attention to, in addition to Ethereum. These tokenized funds, right? The BlackRock BUIDL fund and the fund that Fidelity is going to be launching are both launching on Ethereum. BlackRock has seen massive growth here. In the last 30 days, they're up 128%, right? That means that they added about $800 million to their BUIDL fund in the last 30 days. And then we have Fidelity now jumping on board as well, right? This could be approved here by May 30th. And so the filing said that the fund currently uses the Ethereum network and may expand to other blockchains, with the product expected to become effective on May 30th pending regulatory approval. And so since BlackRock is already doing this, I see no reason why this would get denied with Fidelity. And so this will go live on May 30th, and then we're going to see other players also get involved with tokenized assets. However, we also know that Fidelity has been working very closely with Chainlink. So back in July of 2024, we have Fidelity International partners with Chainlink to provide fund NAV data on chain. And so if we go ahead and take a look at this video clip here, with the CEO of Chainlink, he mentions Fidelity.
Asset value data, NAV data, is a critical component of tokenized funds. The fund industry is one of the largest parts of the global financial system, and Fidelity International is one of the biggest players in that ecosystem. So what this basically is about is using Chainlink as a technical resource to provide net asset value data to allow that tokenized fund to come into existence. This pattern is very similar to the pattern that we've seen with DeFi in the earlier years of Chainlink, where you actually couldn't make DeFi protocols, and you still can't make particularly secure DeFi protocols without relying on high quality decentralized Oracle networks from Chainlink. And so when decentralized Oracle networks came into existence, DeFi boomed from a sub $100 million industry to an over $200 billion industry. And I feel that the tokenized fund trend, which is part of real world assets overall, is kind of in a similar position, where historically net asset value data hasn't been being put on chain. And now that it is being put on chain by highly reliable decentralized Oracle networks in the Chainlink ecosystem, you're starting to see more and more tokenized funds come into existence. My view is that the real world asset trend is probably the largest trend in crypto right now. And fund tokenization is a very big subset of that, because tokenization of funds has a lot of very valuable kind of capabilities and qualities that don't usually exist in funds. One of them is the ability to see net asset value very efficiently and quickly. And the net asset value calculation can also be optimized to happen much more often. So net asset value calculations happen sometimes on a quarterly, monthly, bi-weekly basis. I think we're going in a direction where net asset value can be put on chain on a daily, hourly, minute by minute, and even in some cases second by second basis, which can allow folks to value these funds and get in and out and know what they're buying at much greater speed, which will also accelerate the usefulness of a tokenized fund.
And so we heard it there from the CEO of Chainlink talking about how Chainlink could have an impact on tokenization. They've been working with Fidelity International. Now Fidelity is talking about launching a fund on Ethereum for tokenization of assets. Now, they could also be working with Chainlink to help with their net asset value calculations and the tokenization of more funds. And so this is definitely something that's very bullish for the crypto industry. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. And make sure to check out the link underneath the video to BTCC if you're interested in a 10% bonus on your first time deposit. Thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.